It's Week 5 of the National Football League. And here's the pick artist himself, Trayvon Diggs, who's been stepping up to challenges all season, now at 8 interceptions. It's the Cowboys and the Rams, and it's all up next.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Dallas Cowboys and the Los Angeles Rams. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Rams team as they interplay. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Cowboys, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And this coaching staff has to be pleased with how their defense played last week. They held their opponents to 3 points, and that was it. If they get anything comparable to that performance, this one's in the bag.
The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Dak Prescott and Dallas taking the field for their first possession. Dak now in his 7th season in charge of the Cowboys. 2-time Pro Bowler.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
And Dak going to start out going to the air. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Leonard Floyd buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker spot.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
The start less than ideal as they already face a 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Now Prescott. And incomplete on the deep ball. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And here comes Matthew Stafford leading the Rams offense out there. And just as he did last season when he captured his first and the Rams' 2nd Super Bowl title.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Akers. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. To throw is Stafford. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Well, certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 5 catches, 55 yards, and a touchdown.
And that was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy the defenses had better focus on.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And he will have a Cowboys first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. The Cowboys at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. On 2nd and 9. Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
A first down throw for Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Schultz. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On 2nd down, Elliott trying to run inside, but nothing there. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They go to Elliott again. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line. Prescott to throw it. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Elliott. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal. Again, it's Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott with career touchdown number 75. And the Cowboys are on the board first on the road here in L.A. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
And Jonathan Garibay out for the PAT. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Here's Stafford. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. All right, rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the 2nd time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started at the end of last season. Right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and, boy, are they getting downfield creating extra blocks.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit in anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Matthew Stafford going to lead the Super Bowl champs back onto the field. And he's been loose with the football early. Interceptions on the first couple of drives. As they start again here, we'll see if he can do better. 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Stafford. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
First down picked up by T.Y. Hilton. Now in his 11th season, you have to wonder if we're seeing the finale of a decorated career. 4 Pro Bowls to his credit. He still believes he has a big year left in him.
Off the fake to Akers, here's Stafford. And that one complete downfield to Cup. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. He'll take this to the 46. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Stafford. They'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 34-yard line. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off of play action, here's Stafford. Looking deep for Hilton. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. T.Y. Hilton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. The fly route works for the T.D. Brown.
And you know the receivers love to say, if we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Extra point by Gain is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's capped off by the T.Y. Hilton touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it. And out now come the Cowboys. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Catch is made. It's Schultz on the out route. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Up the middle, here's Elliott. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. On to punt now, Anger as he boots this one away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a play fake it at Stafford. Open man right side is Kupp, complete. The numbers a week ago for Kupp: 6 catches, 100 yards on the nose, and a score.
And that TD just added to his tally. He's got more receiving touchdowns than anyone else in the NFL.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, Stafford. He's got it to Hilton. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Now it's Stafford. He's got a man, complete. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Here's Stafford. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. These two teams all tied after 1. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. A give running right is Akers. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now Stafford. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Van Jefferson. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Rams have taken the lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands, downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Coming up in prime time here in Week 5, a couple of division rivalries on the docket, beginning tonight in the AFC North with the Bengals and Ravens from Baltimore at 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow, Monday Night Football, Raiders and Chiefs from Arrowhead in the AFC West. They'll start the drive with Elliott, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Meanwhile, Prescott's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Prescott from the gun. And this one is incomplete.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was really a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
On is the punter, Brian Anger, to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The offense trots back out, ready for this next drive. And there's the running back, Cam Akers. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
Well, now he's looking just to add to his totals. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. A give up the middle to Akers. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 50, Stafford. Well, that'll be caught by Cup. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From the 38, Stafford caught left side by Hilton. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
it's Stafford off the bootleg.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. From the 22, Stafford, his throw incomplete. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Stafford. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
They'll get this to Akers out of the backfield.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Gay's kick is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. Prescott. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Now Prescott. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. On the handoff, it's Akers.
He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Stafford now to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
But Charles, he was looking for just a short throw. Kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick 6.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
Garibay on to attempt the point after.
And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So here are the Rams to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He starts with a give to Akers. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Stafford. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. They'll give this to Akers running right. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They'll go again here with Akers. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 36. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked.
Holding offense.
So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And that will keep this a 3-point game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, Parker. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared.
That's caught inside the 20.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. 2nd down and 7.
And again, it's Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. James Washington from 13 yards out.
And the Cowboys are able to move back in front. So, Charles, they had him double covered in the end zone. It still was not enough.
I wonder if they're thinking to themselves now, 2 didn't work. Do we go for 3 guys on him next time? Because he fought through all that extra attention, got himself into a great position where his quarterback felt confident enough to challenge the coverage and threw it his way. What a big-time play right there, both by the quarterback trusting him and by him going up and getting it.
The extra point up and good by Garibay.
And that will make this a 4-point game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And it's James Washington who finishes things with a touchdown reception.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. He'll get this one to Cobb complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
To the air again, Stafford. He's got Higbee complete right side.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
2nd and 7 from the 20.
Stafford. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, they're staring up at a 3rd and long.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And Gay knocks this one through, and that'll bring him back within a point.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to drive a bit closer here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. From the 25 on second down, Prescott. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. Get a look at this offense led by Cooper Kupp as they make their way back onto the field, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Make that now 3 first-half touchdown passes for Matthew Stafford. And the Rams will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. That'll make this a 6-point game. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only 1 play to score it.
Taken in at the 3. And the Cowboys going to go on offense one final time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll find a man over the middle. It's Washington. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw hauled in by Washington.
Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll start by heading out west to Glendale, Arizona. And it's the Cardinals who have a comfortable lead as that one's reached halftime. James Conner, a touchdown run in that first half. From there, we head east to check on the Bills at home in Buffalo. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Pittsburgh Steelers. Josh Allen, 5 touchdown passes, leading his guys to the victory. Finally, let's take the trip across the Atlantic. See what's happening over in London. And they were losers in that one to the visiting New York Giants. Tyrod Taylor leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. With that, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Cowboys. And they weren't able to get a whole lot done throwing the football. That'll likely be a big key if they want to turn things around in the second half.
Meanwhile, for the Rams, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Fields it right around the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
Here comes Matthew Stafford now to lead his offense back out there. And he's got to be wondering what happened in that first half. 3 interceptions, very uncharacteristic.
And even the great ones go through phases like this, like what we just saw. And most of them, they have such a mental capacity to throw it out and essentially start over. I think that's where he's headed now.
He's got his opportunity to throw it out. Let's see how he does.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again.
And he goes across the 20 to the 22.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On third down, here's a run by Akers.
And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the first down yardage before he's brought down.
83 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Stafford going to give to Akers on the draw.
And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's second down. On second down, here's Stafford. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
That's his second sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack. They're staring up at a 3rd and long.
They'll set up to throw. Got a man. It's Higbee complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Holding, offense.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? To throw is Stafford. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line.
That is a tough way to start the 3rd quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half.
Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will. 1st and 10.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. On 2nd and 9, Prescott eluding the pressure right. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Prescott to the sideline on 4th down. Jonathan Garibay is out there for the Dallas field goal.
From the right hash here, should be an easy one.
Garibay's kick is good.
And that's going to tie the ball game at 27 all.
So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
And we take some time to spotlight T.Y. Hilton now. He's having a day here in quarter number 3. Over 100 yards, couple touchdowns. Every receiver's hope for when they head into that game in the National Football League.
And his team is loving what he's giving them. Of course, the yardage is terrific, but I think it's what you mentioned, the 2 touchdowns. That's the big one because he's paying off his results downfield.
And still more time here, third quarter. We'll see what else he has in store for us. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. Throwing is Stafford.
Looking for Cooper Kupp again, 2 in a row.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a first down, and that catch also puts him at 150 yards receiving now for the game.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left and end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw, Stafford. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. At the Cowboys.
Again, it's Stafford. Flush. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack. Well, they're staring up at a 3rd and long.
Looking to throw. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Kupp.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 right at the 40.
On the give, this is Akers.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain. Brings up
Stafford. Caught left side by Hilton. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 25-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Play action. Stafford. Now that'll be caught by Kupp. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Yeah, the Cowboys here on 3rd down bringing in an extra defensive back. Now Stafford. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Kelvin Joseph.
There he goes, right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
So what a turn of events there. You're driving to take the lead in this third quarter, but then one mistake, and you're watching the ball being returned for a touchdown.
Certainly a great example of how focus has to be there on every play, doesn't it, partner? You can't get complacent, and I think that he did. He's got him moving downfield, but that's a play where he just shouldn't have thrown the football. And that ultimately could wind up costing him the ball game.
An extra point up and good by Garibay.
And they will take a 7-point lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Call that a very strong gain of 24. CD, you remember John Elway?
Oh, boy. How could I forget John Elway and how many NFL defenses? So glad he's no longer throwing the ball around.
Well, Elway threw for 51,475 yards, and we just saw him go past that number for career passing yards.
That means his career now as memorable as John Elway's, and that's a pretty significant accomplishment.
Man, what an accomplishment it is. Congratulations. And he's still doing it. Still doing it at a high level. So no gain on the play, and it's second down.
2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Charles, he's now over 400 yards passing in this one. It feels like he has a zillion completions. Just a very memorable effort from a guy that we thought could be in line for a big game, and he has exceeded our expectation.
That he has, and I'm not really surprised at all because when you look at this offensive unit, they are loaded across the board. And, of course, the guy throwing them, he's a big-time player himself. They brought it from start to finish and really helped get the better of the opposing secondary.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Now a play fake it at Stafford. Out goes left. And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Oh, Prescott stripped. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long.
Inside give to Elliott. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
A 7-yard gain on the play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And he'll go underneath here to Elliott.
And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10.
At the 31-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
With that pass, CD, he's now over 400 yards in the game. And even in a pass-first league, that is still a tough benchmark to hit.
And all week leading up to this one, all we read, heard about was the confidence he had that he could put up big numbers. Kudos to him for coming out here with that belief in himself and for making it happen.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Second and 10, Stafford again.
He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Prescott on first down. And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Well, they sit him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. Third and long for Prescott. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Before they can get the punt away whistles as we've come to the end of the third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there. He'll take it at the 42. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
Stafford on first down. Open man is Higbee, the tight end.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford.
Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys.
He's got room at the 30. Down to the 10.
And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Garibay on for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. They'll begin on the ground with Akers.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's Stafford.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Stafford. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 45-yard line. His big day receiving just keeps getting bigger. He's over 200 yards now on the afternoon.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved.
Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
On the ground, it's Akers.
And they'll get him down here at about the 42.
Cam Akers, the ball carrier. He's brought down at the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up
on 2nd and 7. Stafford looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Stafford now to throw.
Oh, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Matt Gay for the Rams field goal. A 59-yard.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
And this is a commentary in today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
Dallas offense set for this next drive.
2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 43.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he stopped immediately there.
3rd
on short yardage. Prescott. He finds his man. Complete. That's Ferguson.
And he will have a Cowboys first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
First down, Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here, complete.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
It's a game of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all.
He was brought down to the 28-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Draw play. Elliott. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
Prescott to the sideline on 4th down. Jonathan Garibay is out there for the Dallas field goal.
And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55. But you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
Now the Rams offense getting the football back. Well, they didn't fall behind any further thanks to that missed field goal, but still staring at this 4th quarter deficit. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10.
At their own 37. Flush to his right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll run here with Akers.
And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Going right back to Akers.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Back to throw, Stafford. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On 1st down, it's Stafford. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Micah Parsons.
Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From the 50, it's Stafford.
They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Brings up 3rd and 13.
Now Stafford.
Akers back-to-back catches.
And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 5-yard line.
The give is to Elliott. Shifts by at the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big 1st down to get away from the end zone.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. They keep on the ground with Elliott.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. And some room to roam now. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. They go to Elliott again. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Brian Anger now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44.
So now Stafford and the Rams
down by 2 touchdowns. Just over 1:40 to play. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. On 1st and 10, Stafford. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. From the red zone now, Stafford. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Stafford.
That's out to the flat for Akers. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
To throw is Stafford.
Got an open man finding Jefferson.
And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. From the gun, here's Stafford. And he's got it. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Stafford barking out signals and trying to get his guys set quickly. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown. But probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So that drive in total 8 plays.
And it was all capped off by the Van Jefferson touchdown reception.
So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And the Cowboys are going to secure the football, and with it, they'll just about secure the victory as well. Well, this was a good one. Excitement all the way to the end. You had the points, and then they were hoping for the miracle there on the onside kick. Couldn't get it recovered, and that was your ball game.
And I'm of the opinion that any time you actually do recover an onside kick, it almost is a miracle. It takes so many things going right to make it happen. It didn't in this case, and they walk off a victor.
So for Dallas, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1.